Here is the tail of the tape. If I can find the button, where is it? There's the button. Here's the tail of the tape for the grand finals of the Back to Warcraft Weekly number 12. This is a best of 5. The winner gets 100 buckers. The loser already gotten 50. So both these players are walking away with some money. It will be Starbuck versus Happy. The starting map, as you mentioned, Neil, will be Concealed Hill. And here we go into map number 1. There we are.
Wow. How nice to have Weekly Cup's grand finals back. Super cool. After the final, please stick around because we need you and we need you to cast your votes on what maps should be eliminated for next week, which maps we should replace. If you like these Weekly Cup initiative, we have a Matcherino up. Go to matcherino.com and look for B2W Weekly 12. You can chip in as the wonderful MJ already did, and Hippo donating a total of $600 together. There's coupons to be claimed, 47 coupons free for you to raise the prize pool for future cups. Everything above $150 will be used for future cups to have as many weeklies as possible to keep this engine running.
Very, very cool. Yeah, and not only, I've mentioned this before, but worth mentioning again, not only is this great for us, we get content to cast, people get content to watch, but also it's very good, these weekly cups, to give motivation to the players. To players to keep practicing, to keep laddering, to keep the ladder alive, just to have something to look forward to practice for every week. So this is very important for everyone in the scene, so it's always very much appreciated. And that's why I just think weekly cups are so important, because every player can sign up. I can sign up. You signed up today. It's just so motivating for me personally and for everyone else to have something to cast and to have something to play.
Yes, absolutely. I will get second round. Not next week because there I have to cast an FFA, but the week after. 100% second round for me there. That's my goal. Always one step further.
Absolutely, yeah, and that's what's so fun about these cups. That's another thing I mentioned before. It's like, when the skill cup was around, I was always like, okay, I lost in the round of 16 today. Let's try to get to the round of 8 to the quarterfinals tomorrow or next week, sort of thing. So it's always like that. You don't have to win the whole tournament like Happy or Starbuck is going to do here to have something to to be motivated for.
Exactly. We have ourselves an Undead versus Orc to our hands. Happy bottom left-hand side, Starbuck upper right-hand side. We've seen Happy a lot versus Orc, of course, due to the million show matches that he played against Soin. And, of course, the WC3 Champions Finals in Season 9 that Happy lost to Soin. But since then, a lot of stuff has changed. For example, the entire build order. We go ghouls now.
Yeah, and I've seen this, a little bit on ladder. I've seen, Insut play it a little bit. I've seen a couple of Happy games from his point of view, but I haven't actually casted this ghoul opener, so I'm gonna be learning it here. I'll see what I can pick up, but it makes sense. Ghouls can be very good against the headhunters if you can get that aura early and chase them down. It's also nice for creeping. No way you could do this creep camp with a Ted Fiends, or even probably a Philbot Fiends, Fast Fiend opener. So we're already seeing how strong the ghouls are, and we're seeing how strong Happy's RNG is. Greater mana clause of attack.
I was about to say, one thing didn't change, Carson, and that is the item luck of Happy. The best 2 drops you could possibly find. On the other side, we got a Ring of Protection. Will be good for the TC, but there's no TC yet. And Starbuck going for a pretty defensive build against this ghoul push, because ghouls are superior to headhunters in the right hands, and Happy's hands are pretty right for all the undead units around the world. Creeping at the same time, distracting with the DK. Happy already setting up some challenges here.
And I do feel a little bit bad because I streamed some ladder about a week ago, and somebody did this build against me, and I kind of called them out on my stream. I was like, this build sucks. This will never work. This will never work. This guy's terrible. As I lost to it, and now I'm seeing Happy do the same exact thing as that guy. So I'm sorry, guy, if you watched the VOD. You played very well. Okay, I was tilted. You played very well.
Ocelot, wow! Thank you for the 10-month resub. Friday night, Warcraft time. Every single week now, baby. Every single week. So, this harass didn't do too much, but it, for now, prevented level 3. And I think you have to play the level 2 wolf advantage. I don't really know if there's a gap in this build for Undead, because he will be fast on tier 3. I don't know if you can play the wolves there. really not too sure how to counter this as Orc.
Yeah, it's difficult, especially once that Lich comes out and you're just stuck with these weak headhunters against now a level 2 coil thanks to the ghoul, the ability of the ghouls to creep. You have headhunters, you almost have to just stick your headhunters in the back of your base and not leave with them, but then you also want to be creeping up either the Shadowhunter or the Tauren Chieftain. It will be a Tauren Chieftain for Starbuck, but there's just really not a lot of opportunity once the Lich is out for Starbuck to really do anything on the map.
Yeah, that could be a problem for sure. Happy steals the coil. Use the coil to steal the creep. But there is level 2 now, and that is a powerful moment for Starbuck now. Let's see how he's gonna use it. We have a tier 3 tech on the way, as well as a Beast 3 and a TC. So Starbuck playing it rather standard for now.
Yeah, I think this is great. Like, a couple things I'm picking up is you probably have to have level 3 Farseer before that Lich comes out, and then you're able to, just with the Wolves and the Farseer, pressure the Death Knight and the Lich away from harassing your Tauren Chieftain. So now the Headhunters can leave Starbuck's base, he can creep up the TC, and although Happy would probably love to go across the map and pressure this TC, he can't right now, because every time he leaves his base, Starbuck just throws Wolves on his Death Knight. So this is starting to make sense. This is a decent way, I suppose, for Starbuck to deter Happy from pressuring.
Big Invul Potion also pretty nice for the big boy. Close to level 2 then. Lich, of course, wants to creep as well, and creep speed with ghouls is ridiculously strong, but we also have Chain Lightning locked up, or locked in. Could try to steal something, but against Coil Nova, that's of course obnoxiously hard. Just trying to slow him down.
That was a weird Nova from Happy, I will admit. He tried to coil, but I think it got out of range slightly, and okay, now he's going to use the coil defensively, but yeah, Starbuck's playing this very well. He's not going to probably get any creep steals, but he gets a ghoul there, and he's slowing Happy down a ton. And again, I say, buying space for the Tauren Chieftain to creep.
Yeah, this looks pretty good indeed. New usage of Rod of Necromancy, lots and lots of skeletons, which in the past, I think late game undead, the biggest obstacle for Orc is how you get rid of all these skeletons in the hands of like top undeads like Happy, 120, and X-Lord, because there's gonna be a lot of skeletons and you don't have this spell.
Yeah, absolutely. And Happy always makes sure to creep just a small camp before pushing. So we might see him, like, you know, creep a green on the way to Starbuck's base. Maybe not on this map as it's getting kind of crept out, but later on, you know, if he has that Dark Ranger on other maps, we'll always see him one transitional camp, get 5-6 skeletons, and then go for the big fight. And it makes such a big difference in these, you know, sort of not super late game, but sort of one early tier 3 fights. It can make a huge difference, but for now, Starbuck going for the red camp. He just might have the time to do this.
Yeah, I thought Happy might be going for it immediately and backstep there, but no, just going straight for the Overlord, not pulled out or anything. This is working out. Well, this would be level 3 as well, isn't it?
Nova? Did he get it?
Nova did from downtown. Item, Medallion of Courage, pretty nice. All the Headhunters survive there as well, but the big boy goes to Happy. What a timing.
Super sick, super sick. Also super sick, a couple of subs. Cauterize me with the 1 year. Congrats on the 1 year. And also Hamster with the 6 months says, go. Thank you guys, appreciate you. Yeah, Happy. Now level 3 Lich. Doing a hell of a job here. Seemed like, you know, Starbuck was checking all the boxes, doing all the right things, but Happy just always finds a way to just make people look a fool.
Yeah, he's really good at that. Since we have some time, we can answer the question in chat here. Why not Dark Ranger second? I thought that was the new meta. No, the new meta is now ghouls into Lich. That's a 50-50 affair, I would say. So, what you want from the Dark Ranger is skeletons for the normal damage to fight the Headhunters, but with your ghoul opening, you already have that normal damage and the power to face these Headhunters, so no need for a Dark Ranger, at least not till tier 3. There she is. Has to break the silence with an invul. Nice Chain Lightning. Good pickups on the ghouls.
Yeah, really nice micro so far from Starbuck. You're also absolutely correct about that. Yeah, there's a great analysis of that. And the Kodo comes in, and the feed dodging. And the first ensnare was also very nice from Starbuck, too, to get that Destroyer out of position. The silence is there. Starbuck, though, seemingly winning the fight.
Excellent.
Yeah, really
There was
well
a
done.
backstab, creep jack, good storms on the cost of an invo potion, of course. It was the big one. No silence anymore. Frost armor can't be dispelled because there is simply no dispel in this build of Starbuck. TC getting kinda low, and there's no heal wave. Gotta be careful against that coil of his. How do you save that, TC? Oh my god, with sheer positioning, I guess. Oh my god, he's gotta be so careful. Happy wants the zero kill so bad.
Yeah, luckily the items were kind of insane for that TC, 1200 health already, but yeah, Happy showing his micro. And it's still true that, the longer the fights go on, the better it is for the undead. This has always been true in Farseer Headhunter meta, even probably in Blade Master meta. And yeah, that's all Happy does, extends the fight, lets the statue and the aura do work, and now Starbuck really low on health, low on mana, and gonna be low on supply soon if this burrow falls.
Yeah, no cement upgrade. Easy kill for Happy. And also, how do you break through this? I don't know. Miller the Chiller, thank you for the gifted sub. He blocked behind enemy, his own lines, friendly lines, I guess. Is there silence? It's Happy. Of course there is. No dispel still. DK moved to the side. TC can do whatever he wants, but he will die. And that is 1-0 for Happy.
Really well played from both players. Honestly, it just came down to a little bit of micro. That last hit, getting that Lich level 3 from that Nova last hit, and that Red Camp steal, and then it being able to fight right away, right on time with that tier 3 with those frenzy goals. It just all lined up for Happy, and although Starbuck had a good start to the fight, Happy ended up kind of styling on him a little bit later. But yeah, nice game. Nice game.
Maybe commitment by Starbuck on the bottom left and the left-hand side's fountain. Does he have to stay there? Is that can he TP out? Not too sure.
Yeah, I think I can't remember. He didn't have a town portal, but he might have had a speed scroll. I think when he got that initial destroyer in snare out of position, killed it, and then he got a nice stomp on the ghouls, chain lightning, killed about 4 or 5 ghouls. I think then, even though he'll lose a couple of units himself, just speed scroll away and get out of there. Like as soon as Happy morphs that second destroyer, if Starbuck had speed scrolled away, even though he gives up the fountain, it would have been a perfect engagement because it's all about those short, concise fights. Get a devour, get a stomp chain lightning, focus one unit down, and get out of there for the orc. And Starbuck maybe just wasn't able to. He might have just not had speed scroll there, which again itself is a mistake as well. So
rough series, of course. Every series versus Happy is rough. But next on, we go on to Tide Hunters, which might once again be pretty decent. Soen has defeated Happy there quite a few times. And we're ready to go into map 2.
all right, and yeah, it's nice to see this. I like seeing this new build. It's very cool, and you got some replays to analyze. That's a nice thing for undead players, man. You don't lack replays to learn stuff from because you just watch every Happy tournament or watch every Happy stream. It's quite the learning experience, and I get to learn a little bit today too.
That's almost calling for Theorycraft, isn't it?
Ooh, maybe. Yeah, this would be a perfect build for Theorycraft. I'm not gonna lie. This is a dream come true. There being like this much of a meta shift in a matchup.
Give the people what they want, Carson.
Ooh, just might have to. Maybe it would definitely be this. Maybe I'll get something together. I gotta learn it first. So let's get through this best of 5. I'll learn a thing or two about it, and then we'll see.
Okay. If you say so. Chad, I tried everything. You know me, but Carson lazy as always.
Yeah, lazy me. Have to go play a gig till 3 in the morning and wake up and cast at 6.
Yes, grinding his butt off with the production. You know what, guys? In the meantime, while I was shitting on Carson a little bit, I made a new prediction for you guys. So get in there and cast your vote. All right,
and interesting. So Happy already, of course, going for the ghouls. We expect standard, at least, Happy's version of standard. He, invents the meta, so whatever he does is standard in a way. We expect that from Happy, but from Starbuck, we expect something a little bit different, and this is a fast tech. And generally, when we see a fast tech, at least when I do a fast tech in this matchup as an orc player, always mass Wind Riders. Always, always, always. And you know what Wind Riders are good against? Ghouls, because ghouls, they can't attack up.
100%. Wyvern, of course, very, very fragile and therefore might be killed by Coil Nova statue attacks down the road. But I think there might be an opener. Fiends are very, very late. Web is very, very late. And I totally agree. There might be a chance for, like, it's a little bit of a cheese, it's a little bit of a curveball, but Wyvern are an option.
I guess this is just a weird build. So it's technically a fast tech not because he didn't build the barracks or the war mill, but because he just didn't spend the time those peons would have been building those buildings. He just spent that time mining lumber instead. So it's like kind of a pseudo fast tech, but still with the barracks and the war mill being before tier 2. So a cool build. And I guess it makes sense because you just go and you creep these green turtles, and you can get level 2 off them even.
Exactly. You can be a little aggressive right away, then pull back or harass a bit, whatever you want, whatever you feel more comfortable with. Or you do both at the same time because you got wolves, and wolves are pretty amazing. Can we do some damage here? Doesn't really look like it this far.
Well, going for a couple last hits. I think Starbuck should be trying to put damage on the Death Knight here, but he seems to value damage on the ghouls more so, and Skeletons a little bit more experience. Almost level 2 with Starbuck, and that Chain Lightning is going to be huge before there's Aura. Then you can actually start chasing down some ghouls. Yeah, he might actually get a kill here. There's only one more coil, soon to be 2 for Happy.
Damn. And he stole a creep. That's huge, because it might just prevent level 2 on the DK if this wolf is not being donated away.
Yeah, there's a resummon. Nicely done. One more coil left. Yeah, that last hit was huge. I didn't actually catch that. I just always expect Happy to get every single last hit, but Starbuck, again I say, very much on point. And he's going to try to force that last coil, but Happy's going to try and save it, of course.
Happy is trying to surround a wolf to at least force a resummon, but Starbuck dancing around that surround attempt and keeps on pressuring. This preventing level 2 against Happy is such a massive win.
Yeah, that aura is a huge part of playing ghouls, going for those surrounds. Just the regen on all the units that you're tanking with as well are a big deal. He's going to get it close to it now, but Starbuck is just doing such a good job. And of course, he doesn't have a lot of units because he went for that weird pseudo-fast tech, and now the Headhunters join up. Only one coil. Can he save all the ghouls with this?
Here's level 2, gives him a bit more mana. Surround attempt again. Wolf isn't able to block, and Happy gets the surround. Plus the TP, and saves the ghouls to the side because this man is that damn good.
Very cool, very cool. And he just does everything perfect. Doesn't lose a ghoul. Gets the surround, gets to level 2. I mean, it was slowed down a little bit, but everything goes perfectly according to plan. As it normally does for Happy. And now Starbuck is going to start creeping himself, but with a very low Farseer. Did he forget his shop? Yeah, of course he forgot his shop. That's the classic orc move. Forget your shop when you skip it.
Hey! Yeah, happens. Same as forgetting an altar when you sell it as undead.
Mm-hmm.
Or a late Hunter's Hall. Or town portaling into your main as the human.
Ah, true. Classic mistakes. But level 3 Farseer will soon be on the way, and he doesn't need the healing just yet. In fact, he's going tier 3 instead. Happy's not going to be pressuring. He probably wants to get level 3 Death Knight, as he did last game before the Lich comes out. And he's going to be able to get it possibly off this green turtle camp that wasn't taken away by Starbuck.
He's also creeping right-hand side. His first camp, and of course Happy is harassing too, is not in time for a steal, but maybe for some headhunters now.
Definitely at least one. We'll get that one. Level 2 coil is just so good here. Probably could even get a second one. Yeah, the blocks on point. And we'll get 2.
Okay, that reduces creep speed for sure, but he got the level 3, fed off these skeletons. TC is out with Aura. Gets his first experience as well. Brought a potion. He can heal up that Farseer. What are the ghouls doing in the meantime? Just harvesting lumber.
Yeah, he was a little bit shy on lumber, actually, because he used them so much to creep, and he used them to creep that orange camp he pointed out, so I suppose they need to mine for just a little bit. That's the nice thing about having so many ghouls. If you ever get in lumber issues, you can remedy that quickly. No coil, or else his Farseer would be close to dead, but he was forced to buy a potion. A little bit unfortunate, but gold isn't too big of an issue currently for Starbuck.
Headhunters say hello. And that's another kill, isn't it?
Oh, God.
3 headhunters.
Just with the Death Knight, and that's kind of the power of this build. You split creep while always having a perfect scout on your opponent, and then you just get free headhunter kills. With Aura, with level 2 coil, you can barely save those. I don't think you can even save them to the back of your base.
Yeah, and here's the Lich.
Oh my god.
And this is just getting out of control.
He's got another
How
coil.
are you ever supposed to creep that TC? My god! People call Coil Nova overpowered, and in the hands of Happy, it definitely looks like it is.
I'm sorry to that guy on ladder. This is exactly what you did to me, and I got tilted, but you played perfectly, okay? I'm watching Happy do it. You were totally right. I'm sorry. And yeah, that's what was that? Been 6 headhunters to just heroes so far?
Yeah. How does he always have mana?
Yeah. No statue even
How?
either. And no mana items, nothing.
I really don't know how. It's just him.
I don't think... There's no way he can creep this, right? He's buying claws. He's going to take so much damage, Happy, creeping this. If he had a coil, I would say absolutely just tank on the Lich, but really? All right. He's going to get a greater mana, too. I bet you $1 million. And you're a millionaire. You're a millionaire. Good, congrats.
Gimme.
Congrats.
Okay, you can also work for me for free until the rest of, like, the end of your lifetime.
All right, yeah, that's probably. I don't know if that ended up being $1 million, but that's very generous of you. I'll say that.
I am. I just like your company, you know, so I win twice.
Absolutely.
That makes up for the rest of the money.
All right, so when you're ahead, get further ahead, but when you're behind, also try to get further ahead with a tiny Great Hall. I think this is the right choice from Starbuck. He's got to take a risk because he is very much behind, and Happy is going to want to creep a little bit. We saw him last game creep Lich level 3 before pushing, so Starbuck knows he's got a little window to sneak in that greed and try to catch up.
Oh yeah, and I like that he's not giving up. Like in the past, in finals against Happy, we saw people tilting a little and giving up a little, like very, very early. Starbuck, he's trying. He's trying his very, very best. Cheeky play, tier 3 tiny Great Hall. Okay, got the double level 3 level ups. Plus takes the consumable away from Happy, which always is a good strategy.
Yeah, interesting from Happy. I suppose he values speed in Lich level 3 over actual value of creep camps, because he's definitely in a position where, with that orb now, he could be pressuring the bottom side of the map, but instead he just takes the most efficient camps to get Lich level 3, and then push immediately. So, yeah, I suppose it's all about the timing here, because the ghouls fall off hard once there's enough tier 3 orc on the field. And he's going to go for the lab, and then he's going to go in for the burrows, and there's no reinforced defenses. This could be every burrow going down.
There's once again no TP for Starbuck because he used that earlier during the surround.
Is he getting
What's
one
he
now,
supposed
though?
to do?
He doesn't have the gold to get one either. It's going to be difficult. I imagine, yeah, Destroyer form on the way, not done, so that's one thing for Starbuck. At least there's no Destro killing his burrows, but now he's going to be like, damn, I need a TP. But he just bought the Potion of Vulnerability. Can't afford one.
Ouch. Okay, let's see how many burrows will fall here and how fast Starbuck is able to repel this, if he is at all. Ghouls in a weird position, of course. Statues may be a little exposed. Coil Nova on the radar takes that away. That's level 3 on the Lich, and that's no bueno for all these headhunters. Ghouls are just flooding into the backline. Heroes exposed. Shadowhunter saves himself, and I think that's a better build. Nice save on the Shadowhunter again. Not going for Hex, but for Heal Wave. Lich in trouble, being cycloned up. Can he make this close? Shadowhunter again. Heal Wave against the nuke. The coil executes him. That was 3 to 4 spells.
Yeah, really nice micro there from Starbuck to save. Oh, the invul dodging the stomp, or else that Lich definitely could have died there to a Chain Lightning with a mana pot. Yeah, Starbuck's doing a great job with the micro here, saving that Shadowhunter for so long, but will Happy be able to turn around? Wait, no, actually, look at the supply, and Happy doesn't know about the expansion yet. Is Starbuck doing this? It depends how much Happy can kill at the tail end of this fight. Remember about extending the fight as long as possible.
He would love to have a mana potion for a threatening Chain Lightning or a Stomp. Here's the mana potion. Can he hit all 3? Yes, he can. Goes for the DK. This is getting relatively close. He moves the DK back and doesn't have to force the TP. Can stay in a little longer. Unbelievable micro once again. In the meantime, Chain Lightning. So many resources invested for Starbuck to survive this, but he is the boy who lives.
Yeah, and I'm wondering if Happy got a read on just the amount of units. Was there too few units? Was there too many units? Does he know about the expansion? Because just, glancing at Starbuck's army in that defense, it looked pretty standard given how many units he lost in the early game. I think he could have been about at that supply, regardless of the 600 gold investment that he made. Because he crept so much, he had a little bit of extra gold because that expansion hadn't kicked in yet. So Happy might not know. He might not know, and this could be Starbuck's way into tying up the series.
And maybe he knows by the amount of potions that Starbuck was able to buy behind producing units. That is a tell. That could be a tell. And with Happy's big brain, he probably knows. But he sends no scout out. He's moving far away from that spot. Maybe he thinks that he's at the 12 o'clock and therefore goes for the red and then wants to go for the push. But he's as far away as he possibly can.
Absolutely. A lot of skellies, though. He just crept a camp right before this. Coil Nova. Heal Wave saves the Raider. Nicely done. That is necessary. You cannot be losing units before the fight starts, but I think this is all Happy, this fight, potentially.
Raider goes down. TC in the front. Skeletons, he deals with them quickly. Level 2 Chain Lightning helps immensely as well. The Raiders are falling fast, but the damage is still there. Has no TP, Happy. Chain Lightning again, which is very, very used and powerful at the same time. Heroes, a little bit exposed. Reinforcements are joining rapidly. There's no heal wave anymore. Starbuck, are you overextending a bit?
Yeah, this is difficult. Like, of course, Starbuck is aware he could have gone for maybe a Hex Focus Fire on that Death Knight, but Happy with double Destroyers, he's gonna devour it immediately, so...
This game is so good by Starbuck, I can't believe it. There's never a skeleton snowball, which usually there always is by Happy against Orc. The fight lasts for 10 seconds and there's 20 skeletons. Not with Starbuck, he's getting rid of them super quickly. He got the double base up, he's getting further and further ahead in supply, and I think level-wise is still fine, and I think the majority of this comes down to the fact that he went heal wave first and not Hex. This helped him so much in this defense.
Yeah, I think heal wave is actually much better, particularly against Happy. I think, against maybe a lower level opponent, Hex would be good because they'd overextend or they wouldn't have Devours on point, but heal wave was just so essential here. I don't even think he needs to use Hex ever unless it's a really, really crucial Hex to like stop a coil last second or something. But yeah, Starbuck 10 supply, 11 supply even ahead, but missing a couple of items, I would say. I would love to see him with a speed scroll, maybe another mana pod or something. 3 destroyers in the air for Happy.
Might turn into a problem. Maybe a cheeky Bat Rider here and there, because there is no weapon. TC coming. He is very, very tanky. No Ring of Protection, but 2 gauntlets and the big potion. DK has a TP. Now Happy playing it safe, but without a backup expo.
Ooh, nice Nova, nice Coil, nice Silence, but Starbuck was just trying to force the Silence there. Going to lose a couple of units for it. Now Happy going to back away until his Silence is off cooldown. They're all just playing around the abilities, but of course Happy is the only one getting unit kills because he has that aura, because he's got that Coil Nova. So Starbuck needs to find an engagement soon.
Let's go. That expo, there's still no cement upgrade. There's also no tower. Needs to repair, and then he's able to backstab Happy, who wants to do as much damage as possible, then probably eject. This can be an invite for the Dark Ranger because she just got Black Arrow level 2. All these peons turned into skeletons. TC trailing far behind. All the splits though by Starbuck. Really nicely done. The peons move to the side as well. And this will be the big fight. Storm hits nicely after the invo.
Yeah, the Kodo would love to get in there to get a Devourer. There's 3 Raiders, so Happy cannot nuke all these. I fear Happy's going to have to just TP away. He wants to stay. He wants to, again, extend the fight, but he's in a position where he's not actually trading favorably. Destroyer and Fiend. Second Fiend going down. Coil was not spent, but the Stomp is there. The greater heal and Potion of Vulnerability used, and Starbuck finding so many kills.
He has to be careful with the TC. There's no level 2 heal wave. This could be potentially quite a lot of damage. Goes for the Lich now. TC has more mana. Can transfer it to the Shadowhunter actually to go for more sustain as there's more and more units trickling in. Destros, of course, nice as long as they have mana, as he said. Triple Stomp again. Dr. Bucky with super nice execution. Forces Happy into the TP. The Expo is still up. He's losing a unit on the way out. Supply is even again, but Happy wasn't able to break the Expo and did not counter expand at the same time.
Yeah, definitely Happy traded favorably, though. At the beginning of the fight, this is how it always goes. Starbuck gets a bunch of kills. He gets a Destroyer, 3 Fiends, whatever it was. But then Happy, over time, starts to trade, gets all the Raiders, forces all the mana. And, of course, let's not forget, he killed the 5 Peons. He killed the Burrow. So I guess Happy is just going to push again. And I don't know if Starbuck's going to be able to defend this time, short of maybe Hero Focus.
TC still has an Invo Potion that was huge. I thought for a second Happy is getting shop control now and steals the item away from the Orc, and that makes it so he can't silence. But actually the problem with silence is that the Dark Ranger has no mana. So the TC is free to do whatever he wants. Problem for Starbuck is he's a little bit out of position.
Yeah, he went out of position for a good reason, though. He got Shadowhunter at level 3 in the meantime. Also a heal scroll, which is good against the Destroyers and the Nova. Not generally that good, but in this case, I would say it's good. Okay, 4 Skeletons, essentially 4 Ghouls in this army, soon to be a 5th with that last Peon. And Starbuck needs a good angle because the supply is almost even.
Coil Nova right away hits that TC. Heal wave, very, very helpful, as you said. Leveled up. Raiders move to the side. He has to use the Chain Lightning to get rid of the Skeletons, which he does marvelously. DK has a potion. Used both of them. Stomp hits the Fiends, again lowering the damage of Happy, but the majority of the damage is still in the heroes. Invo Potion does usually want to use it against the Silence, but not here. 2 Raiders about to collapse. TC can't dive in. He will be caught with another Coil Nova. The coil is not enough. Shadowhunter needs to heal ASAP. DK moving further and further into the backline. Lich catches the coil. One more. The last second heal on the Farseer. What an amazing match between the two.
Yeah, all Happy needs is 1 Destroyer, a statue, and there's 3 heroes, and he can trade so well. It's pretty much just the Novas, the Black Arrows, the Skeletons, and not losing that Death Knight. The TC, Coil Nova, it goes down, and this is just the power of these long, long fights. The Dark Ranger is at risk, but I just really don't think Starbuck has a chance anymore. The Farseer dies as well. And it's just the heroes for Happy. The control is too strong. GG well played, and it definitely was well played. 2-0 for Happy.
Sick game. Imagine if the early game is not going so well for Happy. By the way, chat educated us a little. The Lich is bringing a mana potion, so that is why Happy always has a little bit more mana than every other undead. Imagine this early game is a little more stable. He doesn't have too many losses. He accelerates a little quicker. Incredible showing by Starbuck, but of course, Happy is happy.
Yeah, it's... Again, Starbuck does so many things right, but just, you know, a couple of missed positions. It's just so hard when Happy gets into the back of the gold mine, statues in the back, frost armor on the Dark Ranger in the front. He's always got the coil available, potion of vulnerability available, and you're trying to get in and you're trying to trade, but just nothing's dying because the statues are safe, the destroyers are in the air, they can't be focused down, they can't be nuked, they can't be stomped, and the heroes are frost armored and safe, and you're just losing headhunter after headhunter after headhunter. And it's so frustrating, but you have to break through somehow. Happy just never allows you to.
Exactly. But we're getting closer. Map 2, certainly a closer affair than the first one, but it's still Happy on match points. The chances for us to see the new map, Springtime, getting closer and closer. Closer and closer? No. More little. Smaller.
Yes.
What? Yes.
Yes.
This.
Yes. Yes. Very, very true. Very true. True, PogChamp. You know, this kind of makes me, obviously Starbuck, you know, being a random player, playing all races very well, probably going to stick to Farseer Headhunters, but this might be a call to go back to Blade Master. If Happy and other undeads are starting to play ghouls, Orcs might have to go back to Blade and then eventually force the shift of undeads playing Ted Fiends as like a metagame build. That might be what has to happen.
Well, I don't know how good Starbuck is with Blade Master. So I really don't know. But Last Refuge almost screams for a Blade Master.
Yeah.
You could pair it with a Shadow Hunter, being more aggressive. We'll see about that. In the meantime, while we wait for our French Craft cast colleagues, I gotta inform you that we have still 47 coupons left while having almost 2,000 viewers. That's an absolute shame. So you move over to matchroom.com/Back2 B2W Weekly 12 and use these damn coupons. It's free money for our players and for future cups. So all you have to do is click 2 buttons, and the chances for more Warcraft content here on this channel are exponentially increasing. So head over there and use the coupons. God damn it.
Absolutely. Absolutely 100%. Support the scene, support the content, support the players, because the players are the ones that are going to benefit at the end of the day for this. And you guys for getting to watch that, and us for getting to cast it. So help us, help you, help yourself, help each other. And we're going to help you to a third helping of Starbuck versus Happy. Here's game number 3, Last Refuge. Got a little lost in the sauce there, but we're all right because we're going to get lost into Last Refuge right now.
Exactly. Let's effing go. The new Last Refuge. Let's see what Happy is doing here. The new version always indicated by this little flag on the entry of the lab, by the way. That's how you can immediately see if this is new LR or old LR.
Very cool. Very cool. I noticed that as you said it. I didn't notice it earlier. But, very neat. Very neat. It doesn't have collision, does it?
No, I don't think so.
No, that's good. That's good. Yeah, I thought at first I was seeing a rally point. I was like, why can't I see Happy's rally point?
Hacks. Carson hacks confirmed.
I am a map hacker. Yes,
If you face him on ladder, you're gonna get map hacked, and he's gonna insult you on his stream.
Yes,
Nice. What
yes.
you bring to the community.
I am toxic. Yes, I make no bones about it. I am a toxic player. Absolutely.
They call you corrosive Carson.
Yes, exactly. All right, this is standard from Starbuck. We notice the barracks and the war mill very, very early this time around. So yeah, yesterday, last game's build was a little bit weird. I have to go back and double check that because I don't know. I mean, you do get a faster tech, but I'm wondering what the faster tech actually gets you in Starbuck's eyes there, because it certainly didn't save any headhunters. I'll tell you that much.
Okay, then. We'll see. Yep. Pretty much the norm again. I'm happy. How crazy can he creep on this map? Fast tech once more. Starts with the green, I guess, to be a little safer and closer to his base against this Farseer ass, but the Farseer ass certainly coming.
Do you see this critter? You see this critter RNG from Happy? It's right there. Right next to the ogre. He summons skeletons immediately. Now, if this was Ted Fiends, it would be unlucky. But since it's ghouls, it's perfect.
The duck critter bad luck is not possible anymore.
Yep.
It's also something the map makers changed.
Oh, really?
So, the critters are not running into the mercenary camp anymore.
Oh, I can see the map makers are undead players, eh?
Well, there is a couple of influencers that might be undead and told them.
Oh, I see. And maybe they're Happy fans as well, aren't they? There's a conspiracy, Dio.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And the seeding's all wrong. Happy shouldn't be #1 seed here. Unbelievable.
Me?
Yes, exactly. Yep. Ooh, level 2. Much earlier, remember, than last game, and it was very important to land that surround and to deter the harassing from Starbuck. So this is already going better than Tidehunters went, at least the very, very early game for Happy.
Ghouls are a little hurt, but as you said in the second map, it's very helpful to have this aura to heal up your ghouls. Scout skeleton goes to the right. Good thing for Starbuck, though, he didn't lose 5 headhunters yet.
Yes, not yet. Wait for the DK to get level 3 and then we might see it. But he may be able to get a couple of ghoul kills. There's only 1 coil left, and that's going to be used defensively right now. Headhunters! Gotta be safe. I think the angle is good. I don't think Happy's going to get us around here. The wolf is making this very annoying. This would be very impressive if Happy managed to get this headhunter.
A player's forces are under attack.
As if Happy ever impressed us, eh?
No, not a chance.
Just wait a second. Just wait a second.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh!
I mean, it's dead now. The question is, how much damage will the creeps do? Oh! I thought he attacked the creeps there. Okay, Happy did.
Okay, wants to make sure that there is a kill happening,
Woo!
but he gets this around
He attacked it!
because it's super duper stressful, and this one goes down as well, and boom! Happy with the advantage.
Yeah, Starbuck actually did perfectly micro the headhunter on the high ground and save it, but then he accidentally attacked the creeps, or it aggroed onto the creeps because they're awake. Is this another surround? Oh no. Oh, he even has the coil. Like, get out of here, Happy.
I think it's rather get out of here, Starbuck.
Oh no.
Like, get out of this game.
No, dude. Like, it's not fair. It's just not fair. He's got a replenishment potion. He's gonna pump it, have another coil. He's gonna split creep the green Murlocs and get level 3 DK, and he's gonna bring a mana pot. He's gonna kill 6 more headhunters. It's just unfair. It's just unfair. I can see the game. Could already see the game, and it's gonna be a lot of dead headhunters. A lot more even.
Yeah, this. Well, how's the weather in Canada, Carson?
Oh, beautiful actually. It was like it's like 16 Celsius yesterday or something. I went for a bike ride. It was very warm out. It got a little windy later on, but you know, it's very nice, and it's looking sunny out.
You're spending all day inside, either at Warcraft or with that weird paladin game you're playing, or in bars.
Yeah, true. Well, yesterday I had a band practice, which was also inside, but yeah, everything I do is inside. But I bike ride, get a little exercise, you know.
True. Okay.
Yeah.
So it wasn't the VR bike ride. You actually went.
No, I did try VR for the first time in the studio, and it was quite fun. We played VR golf, mini golf. It was a lot of fun.
Most exciting thing you can do with VR, playing golf.
I tried the roller coasters, but I got a little bit nauseous, so that was a no-go.
Did your belly feel funny?
Yeah, my tummy was a little rumbly, Neil. I had the bumblies in my tumbly.
We do have Wyvern, Carson.
All right. 2 B series as well. I like it. Why not, man? We'll force the game to be a little bit weird. Throw Happy off a little bit. Force him to react. I mean, the reaction's always going to be perfect because it's Happy, but you know, we'll see. Maybe he'll be thrown off a bit. Oh, thanks to Frenchcraft for the raid. Appreciate you.
Yeah, they thought it's best of 3 and went offline.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Of course, best of Grand Finals made to be best of 5.
All right, Happy just waiting for Starbuck to creep. He says, I dare ya. Cash me outside. He's got skeleton scouting. And now he's just going to say, okay, you're not going to creep it? I guess I'll just take the consumable. Oh, man.
With Coil Nova, of course, insanely fast. And boom, got both consumables from both of the camps. And how do we fix this position for Starbuck is the question.
Well, Wind Riders are quite good at power creeping, and because they're so good at creeping, he can just evasion creep the corners. This is like, I mean, as good as Happy is, I don't think there's any way he scouts this. Oh, God. Okay, no.
Wait a few seconds.
Yeah.
Okay, he's creeping.
Okay, he's going to get a nice item, but he's taking the cheese from all the bread right now. He might even be able to go over to his shop and do the same, but this is nice for Starbuck, because if he did get creep jacked, he would lose all these headhunters currently, so this is a nice camp.
He's actually sacrificing his Farseer levels for the TC. And here we find each other.
Oh.
At a TP, I guess, against Coil Nova. It should be. It is. And now he sees the Wyvern for the first time. So really looking forward to Happy's reaction now.
Well, he's already got 2 Fiends at home. He's getting Web after Frenzy. And he's going to be able to get Dark Ranger. Like, 2 Fiends is probably enough for this Wind Rider count. Like, what is there, 3, 4 soon? That's more than enough, I would say, with Nova and Coil. So maybe Happy could still just go.
That kind of looks like it, almost like the old Doak style, where you have like 1 or 2 Fiends, and they pick everything from the sky, and the ghouls do the rest on the ground.
Okay, Lich getting in level 2. Book of the Dead, I mean, that's would be pretty good against the headhunters, and there's a little bit more anti-air as well from that Book of the Dead, so it's quite a good item, really. Not as good as maybe a Mana Stone, but...
And you know what happened, like, this Book of the Dead, Happy went for 2 burrow pushes in this series, and Book of the Dead, when there's no dispel, is really, really helpful when it comes to burrow pushes.
And Happy seems to be thinking the same. He didn't sell it. Most of the time when I say something predicting what Happy's going to do, he just does the exact opposite immediately. But he didn't sell the Book of the Dead, so we got that going for us. And Dark Ranger's here, Belt of Giant Strength. Might actually be nice for the Dark Ranger, a little bit more tankiness. It's always good to have items. Because we saw, like, all the units die. It doesn't matter how good you are at micro. Even Happy, he loses all his fiends. He loses all his ghouls eventually, down to just the heroes. So these items, this extra health, this extra mana, this extra damage, is really what wins Happy these fights.
Okay, we do have extra health, and we do have extra intelligence on the TC, which is always very good. Love the heal ward here.
Yeah.
But can he still threaten Happy? Supply is kinda somewhat even. We do, of course, have web. So are we running onto the high ground into a heal ward?
No way. I don't think Happy can fight into Starbuck's positioning. I think he's got to do what he's doing right now. Kite a little bit. Yeah, all these ghouls are just dead. Oh my god, what a stomp.
No chain lightning available though. Mana is very, very low. And here we see the power of web and focus. We do have a new heal ward, which might be very helpful. Destroyer out, Book of the Dead. That's a lot of bone right there.
One more stomp available, but the silence only now wore off, and what was once 6 Wind Riders is now 3. What was once, a handful of Headhunters is now 1, and what was once a 0-0 series is now a 3-0 as Happy takes it pretty much as easily as we thought maybe. Starbuck played very, very well, but Happy is just too good, just too good.
As so often, GG it is. Best of 5 goes 3-0 for Happy. So he wins the Back2Wwarcraft Weekly Cup number 12. Starbuck second place. Both will be paid. As you guys did a terrific job in using the coupons. The coupons are still up for grabs, by the way. Everything above $150 goes into the next cup. So hopefully we get a long Weekly Cup series running.